If you scroll through any financial news feed right now, the narrative is practically set in stone. The traditional office is dead.
Yeah, totally dead.
Right, we pictured these vast, empty concrete parks with for-lease signs just flapping in the wind. But welcome to the Deep Dive, where today we are looking at a May 2025 market news report from the AIC that, well, it completely tears up that script.
It really does.
Yeah, our mission for you today is to figure out why the much maligned London office real estate sector is suddenly, massively booming. Okay, let's unpack this.
It really does challenge the conventional wisdom. We've all heard the doom and gloom surrounding commercial real estate.
So silly.
Right. But the actual data in this report reveals a very specific, highly lucrative reality that most people are just completely missing.
Right, because when you look at the numbers for specific developers, they aren't just surviving. I mean, they are thriving. Take Great Portland Estates or GPE.
Yeah, GPE.
Their portfolio just hit £2.9 billion. And while that's an overall bump, their prime office rental values specifically jumped over 7%.
Which is a huge spike.
Exactly. Then there's Helical. Their development values didn't just inch up, they skyrocketed by nearly 30%.
Yeah.
But I have to push back here for a second. With costs rising everywhere, is this growth just inflation artificially pumping up the numbers? Or is there like a genuine rush for this space?
What's fascinating here is that it's absolutely a genuine rush. It's driven by what the industry calls a flight to quality.
A flight to quality.
Yeah, it's not just about finding a place with desks anymore. Companies are demanding grade A space.
Right, the really premium stuff.
Exactly. We're talking ultra-modern, highly energy-efficient buildings with
Yeah.
top-tier amenities. They need these spectacular environments to justify the commute, lure top talent back.
And meet all those strict new environmental regulations,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It makes me think of the airline industry.
Oh, how so?
Well, for a long time, the real estate market was mostly economy seating, just basic, functional cubicle farms.
Right, standard stuff.
But now it seems like the economy seats are completely empty, but the first-class suites are entirely overbooked.
That is a great way to look at it, and the developers know it. In
Right.
fact, older basic buildings are essentially becoming obsolete.
Wow.
Yeah, Helical actually recently sold off £245 million worth of their older standard assets specifically to free up cash.
Wait, really? Just to get rid of them?
Yeah, they are taking that money and pouring it entirely into building those highly demanded first-class premium developments.
Which makes sense. But even with incredible amenities, you only get sky-high rent jumps if there is an actual shortage of those premium suites.
Exactly. And the supply side is where the mechanics of this market get really intense.
Okay, wait on me.
According to Helical's CEO, the vacancy rate for brand new builds in the first quarter of 2025 was incredibly tight. We're talking just 1.4%.
Wow, 1.4%. That's practically nothing.
Yeah, and furthermore, Knight Frank projects a severe shortfall of grade A space. They're predicting we'll miss the mark by about 5 to 7 million square feet by 2028.
Wait, but if demand is that wild and vacancy is practically zero, why aren't developers just throwing up new first-class buildings left and right to capture that money?
Because you can't just snap your fingers and build a highly sustainable, technologically advanced skyscraper.
Fair point.
Financing costs are high. Planning permissions take years.
Of course.
Right. And the sheer complexity of building grade A spaces creates a massive bottleneck.
And here is where the math gets genuinely staggering.
The report notes that between 2025 and 2029, almost 53 million square feet of existing office leases are expiring.
Yeah, it's a huge number.
Just to visualize that for you listening, 53 million square feet is like emptying out dozens of major skyscrapers all at the exact same time. If all those companies are hitting the market right as the supply of premium space dries up, I mean, what happens?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, you get a massive bidding war.
Bidding war. Yes, companies are going to be fighting tooth and nail over a shrinking pool of premium offices. This is exactly why developers like GPE are forecasting a 10% or more annualized return on equity.
Wow, 10%.
Yeah, meaning the pure profit they expect to generate on their shareholders' investments is huge. It's why GPE is keeping an aggressive pipeline of new development that makes up 40% of their entire portfolio.
So for you listening, this highlights a really crucial investing lesson. Sweeping narratives like commercial real estate is failing can completely blind you to the wildly profitable mechanics of a specific niche.
Absolutely. You have to look at the specifics.
So what does this all mean? It means the London office isn't a ghost town at all. It's transforming into an incredibly exclusive, highly constrained club.
And the companies that build the club are poised to make a fortune.
Exactly.
They control the velvet rope.
Which leaves you with something to ponder. If companies will soon have to pay cutthroat premiums just to secure these rare, grade A offices, how might that force them to shrink their physical footprint entirely?
It's a great question.
Right. When the bidding war settles, who actually gets the golden ticket to sit in those first-class seats? And who is told their permanent office is now their kitchen table